At the White House, they are usually careful to walk a very fine line on Egypt. Rarely do they comment on any issue which could further inflame its relationship with Cairo. On Tuesday, they were less constrained when asked about the arrest of producers Bahir Mohamed and Mohamed Fahmy, correspondent Peter Greste from Al Jazeera English, and the continued detention of Abdullah al-Shami from Al Jazeera Arabic.
These figures, regardless of affiliation, should be protected and permitted to do their jobs freely in Egypt. Egypt's transition can only move forward if all Egyptians are free to express themselves peacefully, without fear of intimidation or violence. Egypt's newly approved constitution upholds basic rights and freedoms, and Egypt's interim government has a responsibility to ensure that they are protected. Now, we have expressed these concerns directly to the government of Egypt in answer to your question, and we have strongly urged the government to drop these charges and release those journalists and academics who have been detained.
Would you consider cutting aid if it continues?
I think that we are expressing very directly the fact that we're deeply concerned that this contravenes the very constitution that it provides the freedoms that we hold dear and we believe the Egyptian people hold dear. And we're making that clear to the Egyptian government.
U.S. officials have always believed any influence they have in Egypt comes from two things: military hardware and cash. Last year, President Barack Obama decided to suspend delivery of some military supplies to Egypt and cut back on some aid. But the U.S. Congress just passed a law that'll make it much easier for the Obama administration to restore full aid to Egypt in 2014. Without the threat of concrete consequences, it's unclear how much weight these words will carry, but they were spoken from the White House podium from the president's chief spokesman, and his call is being echoed across the globe.
Freedom of the media, freedom of the people.
In Nairobi, where Peter is based, supporters protested outside of the Egyptian embassy, sending the message, "Journalism is not terrorism," a message being repeated from colleagues and competitors across the world.
With this simple sign,
these pictures are now popping up all over social media, a growing chorus of the powerful and everyday people the world over sending one message: they will not be silenced. The Al Jazeera staff must be released. Patty Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.